I'm gonna cut out that whole beginning section. No problem. Alright. Now, go up to like maybe that much. So we're not peeking into the yellow audio. That should be fine. Let's see. Listen to this for a little bit. I think all of this is fine too. I'm gonna go ahead and start after a little bit. I actually haven't played anything, and we're just gonna play Heroic too for this one. I'm not trying to do a super big challenge or anything until like I seriously play like the MCC or something. So don't expect a perfect playthrough right now. But I'm gonna play as best as I can though. Just want to sit here and listen to this for a little bit. Why wouldn't you? You know, now I wonder if I should have, like, blurred out the background, but I think it'll be alright. It doesn't detract too much, but it is a little too much contrast, if I say so myself. I just slapped on an image that I already had. A little hard to find a high-quality image of this menu background. Obviously, it never came out anywhere else. So, yeah. Such a lost art. Video game main menus. What a shame. Alright, your enemies are as numerous as they are ferocious. Their attacks are devastating. Survival is not guaranteed. This is about the canon difficulty anyway, so here we go. Man, I love the hell out of these loading screens. Scared the hell out of me a little bit as a kid when this came out, but I think I like the Halo 2 ones more. Even more so than 3 as well. But this one has its charm. It's extremely more nostalgic. I did see it before, obviously. Got this game when it came out. Well, maybe. I don't remember. Might have been exactly when it came out, maybe a year after. I don't know when the greatest hits versions came out. That was the gray box that the Xbox games had. And I think PS2 ones had like red boxes or something. But yeah. That might have come out later. It might have been like a revision or something. And yeah, these loading screens did take forever. Especially for this game. I do remember that, so. Also didn't know it was just a menu, like, screenshot in the background. I thought it was just some random stuff. The noise gate is really killing my sentences. I can almost hear it, but it's not too bad. Also, I can't tell if it's loading or if it's not. I did go in and play Halo, second level, about, what, 2 hours ago, just to test this out. So it works. There's no issue on that. Anything happens with, like, quality or performance, I can lower it down to ×1 native resolution, so that's not an issue either. It's gonna look very pixelated, but that's kind of what it looked like. Gonna look worse, obviously, because it's not on a CRT. You stretch out a screen so much on a bigger screen, it's gonna look terrible no matter what. Especially old games. I guess we're making progress. Again, it keeps going back. I can't tell if it's working correctly or it's not. But yeah. Hopefully this takes away some viewership from the remake. Not exactly not capitalizing on the trend right now. But I thought it was a great opportunity to just come back to this title. Have a good time with good old Reliable. You know. Combat Evolved is not a perfect game by any means, but it is close enough. And that's all that matters. It can never be replicated. That's how I feel about a lot of originals, you know. There's some remakes that are pretty good, some reboots, but I can only name movies. Not many games in that department. Oh, this is the longest loading screen I've ever seen. Alright. That should be it. Or not. That is actually the longest ever loaded. I would have been fine with like a 30 disc error or something. Finally getting through. Guess I won't be happy until I see the... There we go. Beautiful.
Cortana, all I need to know is did we lose them?
I think we both know the answer to that.
We made a blind jump. How did they...
Get here first? The Covenant ships have always been faster. As for tracking us all the way from Reach, at light speed my maneuvering options were limited.
We were running dark, yes?
Until we decelerated, no one could have missed the hole we tore in subspace. They were waiting for us on the far side of the planet.
So, where do we stand?
Our fighters are mopping up the last of their recon picket now, nothing serious. But I've isolated approach signatures for multiple CCS-class battle groups. Make it 3 capital ships per group. And in about 90 seconds, they'll be all over us.
Well, that's it then. Bring the ship back up to Combat Alert Alpha. I want everyone at their station.
Everyone, sir?
And Cortana,
Hmm?
let's give our old friends a warm welcome.
I've already begun.
Attention, all combat personnel. Please report to your action station. Fifth platoon, secure airlocks on deck 11. 14th platoon, rendezvous with 22nd Tactical at Bulkhead Charlie 14.
You heard the lady. Move like you got a purpose.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Man, you're Here's where we show those split-chin, squid-head sons of bitches that they could not have picked a worse enemy than the human race. We are going to blow the hell out of those scumbugs until we don't have anything left to shoot them with. And then we are going to strangle them with their own living guts. Am I right, Marines? Sir, yes, sir. Damn right I am. Now move it out. Double time.
Attention all personnel. We are re-engaging the enemy. External and internal contact imminent.
All you greenhorns who wanted to see Covenant up close, this is gonna be your lucky day.
Sir?
Right. Let's thaw him out.
Okay. Bringing low-level systems online. Cracking the case in 30 seconds. He's hot! Blowing the pins in 5!
Come on, we've got to get the hell out of here.
Positions Alpha through Sierra. Sensors show inbound Covenant boarding craft. Stand
Okay, my sensitivity might be a little too high. I think we're fine though. Let's see. Wasn't there like a skull somewhere around here in the anniversary edition? I don't know. I only know where one of them is. My phone beeped. I'll check that out in a second. I remember hearing or maybe reading something about it was one of the developer playthroughs. 3 of the big guys from the original Bungie talked about how one of these sound effects when you come out of the cryopod, well, that one, if you can hear that, they can never get it to work on time properly in this cutscene. I just thought that was kind of interesting also. Okay, I thought that was something else. I'm trying to speak louder, because, you know, the noise gate is going to kick my ass. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to try and fix that. Maybe remove one of the filters that I'm using on the mic. See if that does anything. Alright, D-pad moves you. And I think yellow is the flashlight, and then the other bar there. The black button is the change grenade button.
This way.
Sir. Now, the audio is a bit terrible. Also the letters, because ×2 resolution. Nothing I can do about that. Unless you want to see the game pixelated, in which case I don't think so. You didn't even give me 2 seconds to talk. But yeah, he's dead. In-game. Holy shit, I forgot. Second one. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the audio is a bit tricky with this game. I don't know what it is. Sometimes it's too low. The voices can't be heard. Some of the audio sounds like distant sometimes. I've tried everything I can, but I don't know what works. So I apologize for that in advance. Wish I had an Xbox controller so I can play that as well. Oh shit. There's gonna be some slowdown, like some frame drops here and there. Maybe like you might have noticed a couple like stuttering frames here and there. Nothing I can do about that. That's also resolution stuff. It's a demanding game. I don't even think it runs at 60 FPS natively. I'm pretty sure a lot of games ran at 30 once we made a jump to 3D games back in the PlayStation era.
Sir, the captain needs you on the bridge ASAP. Better follow me. What the?
Never forget that. Yeah, there's gonna be some stuttering, and that's normal. It isn't even that bad. Maybe like some big effect pops up or something in my face. But so far, no issues. I've also recorded this before, so also didn't have any issues, and I was playing split screen.
Captain Keys is waiting for us, sir.
Yeah, have you heard the audio there? It was kind of odd. I was just this far away and his voice was like so distant. As opposed to like up close, but also I never noticed LODs. I wonder if that's an emulation thing. His armor load in from so close, or load out. I mean, you know what I mean. Anyway, cutscene.
Captain Keyes.
Good to see you, Master Chief. Things aren't going well. Cortana did her best, but we never really had a chance.
A dozen Covenant superior battleships against a single Halcyon-class cruiser.
With those odds, I'm content with 3, make that 4 kills.
Sleep well?
No thanks to your driving, yes.
So you did miss me.
Report!
It must have been one of their boarding parties. I'd guess an antimatter charge.
Ma'am! Fire control for the main cannon is offline!
Captain, the cannon was my last offensive option.
All right, then. I'm initiating Cold Protocol Article 2. We're abandoning the Autumn. That means you too, Cortana.
While you do what? Go down with the ship?
In a manner of speaking. The object we found, I'm gonna try and land the Autumn on it.
With all due respect, sir, this war has enough dead heroes.
I appreciate your concern, Cortana, but it's not up to me. Protocol is clear. Destruction or capture of a shipboard AI is absolutely unacceptable, and that means you're leaving the ship. Lock in a selection of emergency landing zones, upload them to my neural lace, and then sort yourself for a hard transfer.
Aye, aye, sir.
Which is where you come in, Chief. Get Cortana off this ship. Keep her safe from the enemy. If they capture her, they'll learn everything. Force deployment, weapons research. Earth.
I understand.
The Autumn will continue evasive maneuvers until you initiate a landing sequence. Not that you'll listen, but I'd suggest letting my subroutines handle the final approach.
Excellent work, Cortana. Thank you. Are you ready?
Yank me.
Good luck, Master Chief.
Your architecture isn't much different from the Autumn's.
Don't get any funny ideas.
I don't keep it loaded, son. You'll have to find ammo as you go.
Alright. You can see a remnant of his pipe. Supposed to still have it on him.
Get moving,
Be
Mr.
honest.
Chief. There's nothing you can do here.
Should either be on in his hand or somewhere else. I know you can find it. Look at that later. I remember getting lost here and just messing around in this first area. I never actually beat Halo. In my childhood, I beat it much later. Played a lot more of Halo 2 when that came out.
We need
Surprisingly.
to get going, Chief. We need to get off the ship before it's completely overrun by Covenant.
This is such a super interesting, like, cockpit area, too. And if you haven't noticed, the Halo is just an object. It's not really in the distance or anything. It's just, it's about the size of us, really. That was the ship on the outside. It's all camera work for scaling. If you look at it too close, you'll notice it's not actually that big. Kinda. Goof around a little bit. I'm gonna reply to a little message. I should kind of zoom in a little. Approach vector. Yeah, interesting stuff. A lot of hidden details and whatnot. Look at all the ships coming at us. What does that say? Distance. Distance is... I can't read that. That is so hard to read. Okay, well. Anything... all the same screens. Good old Bungie, always hiding, like, weird stuff. Little details everywhere. It's always worth looking at things. Twice over. Distance to target... kilometers, probably. Time to impact. Something minutes. 27 seconds. I don't know what that means. 0 hours. If you can make this out while I leave a reply real quick. You know, I feel... Was that alarm, like, not looping properly when I was just sitting here? I don't know if you can hear that. It just sounds odd to me. But whatever. Trajectory typo, nice. Never saw that before. Never looked at any of this. Code. Chucky 1, status, weak. Begin target sequence. Hollywood Jones, mark. Thrust angle. Thrust angle. Mark 1. 92%. Interesting. There's gotta be some reach type of thing. Really gonna get dizzy just looking at the field of view. Also, could have done the 3-weapon thing as well. I just realized. I think we're too late. Whatever. Fight or her. Answers to Jonesy. What'd that say? All back. South. Okay. Pillar of Autumn duty roster. Marine scooters. Offer squirts. Keep it clean, Marines. Put away your tray. For sale. Did that say Pentium X1? Chicago office. Colony ship. 3-speed something transmission. Integrity. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know if it's just me. The audio with Zemo just sounds so weird. It's like it's muffled sometimes for some sound effects. Especially the especially the voices. I'm gonna have to not talk a lot during dialogue. Well, the in-game dialogue anyway. What does all that sound like? Hold on. I hope the game's not too loud. I think it's fine. Moving back to live mode. Somebody just ate shit. What's over here? Nothing. Oh, they got them all. Damn. Oh, shit. I think there's slight... Yeah, there's slight auto-aim. I never noticed.
Keep your head down. There's 2 of us in here now, remember?
I guess that's what happens when you play on console your whole life in the beginning. You never really notice things like that. That grenade, I think I got it. All right.
teams on decks 5 through 9. Fall back to secondary defensive position.
What the hell? Did something just hit us? Move in! Back to the airlock! It's him!
They're using our lifeboat airlocks to attach their boarding craft. We go out and they come in. Clever bastards.
Alright. I don't want to deafen you, so I went mute for a little bit. The fuck? Yeah, my finger is not that fast on the mute button, so if anything happens in the background, I can't do much about it. There we go.
The cavalry has arrived! Whoa! Hold your fire! Rocket clear!
Do you hear that?
Hey mate, nice throw! Does anyone see him? All clear over here.
Alright, we're not saving these guys. I don't think I ever have. It's a little tougher than it looks. Ah, shit, I missed. Well, that was something.
On the landing above us.
Personnel on decks 9 through 12.
Covering fire! Like that? Bastard! It's him!
Now I'm gonna kill my game with that. I'll show you eventually what I'm talking about. Yeah, that sound effect, I don't know if you heard that. That sounded so distant. It was terrible. Alright.
That got him! Oh yeah! Over here!
All hands, this is the captain. Prepare to abandon ship. Combat team, repel boarders until ops personnel are away. Good luck. Peace out.
The life pods are launching. We should hurry. destroying the life pods. They really don't want us on that ring.
He said they really don't want us on that ring.
Warning, blast doors closing. We have to use the ship's maintenance access ways. Follow the nav point. It'll lead you to an opening.
That was another nice thing about Halo Original. You didn't need waypoints. It had them. You were too stupid to get to where you had to go, but you didn't really need them. I didn't mean to throw that. Much shaking. Much blood, too. Not existent in new versions. Talk about that too in a second. That's great. But yeah, morbid as it may be, I did enjoy doing this on the original Xbox. I'm glad I can still do it now without breaking the whole computer. Yeah, you can pretty much paint the whole room purple by doing this. Not so much with the grunts. Don't drop that much. Obviously.
It looks like the Covenant wanted to catch you napping.
Like they wanted to catch me napping. Nice. A weird covering here, too. Never thought about that. Yeah, the grunts don't really spray out blood. They're more like blotches of paint, I guess. Looked odd. So many things I want to say, but there's nobody really here to listen to it, so a little pointless. Goodbye.
The damage to the superstructure is extensive. I don't know how much more abuse the Autumn can take.
I really hope you can hear some of the in-game dialogue. If not, then I don't know. Oh my god. Then I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, that one grenade sounded really close, even though it's right in front of me. That's kind of what I mean by the audio is messed up and emulation. I don't know what it is. And we're not playing the Master Chief Collection just because I wanted the authentic
Quickly, get aboard before it launches.
experience. Sure. But yeah, what's up? We made it. Final, or first level, done in like 20 minutes because I was goofing
Now
around.
would be a very good time to leave.
Punch it.
Ah, sir. We're disengaged, going for minimum safe distance.
We're gonna make it, aren't we, sir? I don't want to die out here.
Look!
What is that thing, Lieutenant?
Hell if I
accelerating, Keys is going in manual.
Heads up, everyone. This is it. We're entering the ring's atmosphere in 5.
Sure you wouldn't rather take a seat?
We'll be fine.
If I still had fingers, they'd be crossed.
We're coming in too fast. Damn, air brake failure. They flew too early. I'm losing her. Brace for impact.
Chief? Chief, can you hear me? At last. Are you all right? Can you move?
Damn near choked on saliva. Almost died. Game. But yeah. Sad, tragic.
The impact. There's nothing we can do.
That is what it is. A lot of in-game audio dialogue is super low, and I can barely hear Cortana, but...
Warning. I've detected multiple Covenant dropships on approach. I recommend moving into those hills. If we're lucky, the Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in the crash.
Still a beautiful visage. I mean, I never noticed the river actually moves. Oh, the whole water moves, actually. If you really look at it. But the music's super high, and that's all that matters. Also, ×2 resolution, great looking halo. There's a zoom effect on the, well, zoom, so whatever. But no, you can't go down there. I wanted to mention this on the, before the dropship comes in, obviously. How the original Xbox did, I believe it's called bump mapping, or something like that. It's where individual textures have depth to them. You can see this chair isn't just a texture. At least, well, it is, but it doesn't look like it. It's a little bit more noticeable on like walls and whatnot. Like those are actual indentations and not just a flat texture. They put a lot of work into this original franchise, and it's a shame to see it go down the drain. Or what could just essentially be AI Unreal Engine 5 slop. Probably the only time I'm ever going to use that terminology as well. What else do I want to talk about? What other cool things can I talk about? There's some stuff. Oh yeah, when the cutscene was playing, they did a lot of clever camera work on that because the ship was never actually in movement. It was all just camera movement and clever angles. I thought that was always really neat when I learned about that in one of the developer commentaries.
Alert! Covenant dropship inbound. They must be looking for survivors. I recommend immediate evasion.
Which I thought was really cool at the time as well. Yeah, look at this texture. It has depth. It has ridges. You didn't really see this much back then. Or now. But going back to what I was saying. Yeah, not a lot of studios also have so much love into their games where they replay their own games and just talk about like, hey, we did this here and this there. And just having a good time overall. As I kill these banshees, I'll keep talking about different things. But yeah, what was I talking about? There was something I was going to get into and then I forgot. Right. Art style. A look and feel and atmosphere of a game. You know, I like games with really pretty graphics that look almost photorealistic. I can't run games like that on my computer, but I like them. Now the problem being is there's so much to see with a high fidelity game. You don't know what the hell you're looking at half the time. And I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way. It's terrible. Before they come get me. I gotta keep moving. Like, look at this rock. Or the grass, or the trees. They're not super simple, that you don't know what the hell they are, or look ugly, but they're not super high fidelity to the point where it's just, overstimulation to the eyes, if that makes any sense. You know, at some point, I don't think games should be high fidelity to the point of photorealism like Unreal Engine or Epic Games' dim-witted CEO wants them to be. You know? Really hate that guy, by the way. But regardless, I do think art style and all that stuff is more important than how pretty a game looks at the end of the day. There's a difference between that and higher resolutions and frame rates and stuff like that. That's different as well. Because that kind of just goes into performance and whatnot. But yeah. That is exactly what I'm trying to make. That's the point I'm trying to make. Halo 1 never needed a remake or a remaster. If it needed a remaster, it was probably just a better port than what we got for PC for Gearbox. With all the bump mapping and the...
We should check to see if there are any survivors.
There's a lot of special effects as well that got really guttered when Gearbox ported this over to PC. Which is the version we have on the Master Chief Collection, unfortunately. You can look up side-by-sides if you want as well. It's very noticeable. Gotcha, bitch.
Good to see you, sir. Welcome to the party.
It's a mess, sir. We're scattered all over this valley. We called for evac, but until you showed up, I thought we were cooked.
Don't worry, Sergeant. We'll stay here until evac arrives. Heads up! I got a Covenant dropship heading in. Over here!
Yeah, did you hear that? It feels like the game is trying to be like multi-directional. I know at the beginning I changed it to stereo mode. But the problem persists when I'm playing in mono. So I don't know what to do about that. Nobody seems to have this issue with Xemu or the emulator or anything. There's nothing I can do about that other than maybe not look directly at people talking. Oh shit. Forgot this isn't just a walk in the park.
Look sharp! Covenant dropship on approach! I could use some help over here!
And yeah, Bungie also... Where? Bungie also, like, innovated in the realm of AI. I think Halo 1 is always up there and like one of the best AIs of any game, really. I think Fear is also up there. That's also an Xbox title. Surprisingly. But you'll take notice. Elites do tend to have tactics. They'll roll, they'll take cover, they'll retreat when they have to. They'll push you when they have to. Grunts will do the same unless their leader gets taken out.
Uh-oh! Another bandit dropping in behind us! They're trying to flank us! Everybody run!
It was just so fun painting like the rooms purple back in the day. It lagged the hell out of your Xbox, but it was fun. Yeah, ain't that about a bitch? They're not even here helping me. I'll get to the plot in a second. It was the magic as well of Halo. It's you don't know what's going on in the first game. It's the first game. You're not really supposed to. It's like a very important thing of fiction, which is not knowing. You know, the great unknown. Not having to get everything spelled out for you in the beginning of the game. Or beginning of the series, I guess. Oh, shit. Oh, I missed. I missed again. I think we're gonna lose. Retreat. Great. But if you missed the beginning cutscene, one of our colonies was being destroyed and we ran away. We were the only ones left of the fleet, so we ran away and we stumbled upon this ring. This ring world, this thing. And our captain activated the protocol. You know, we're supposed to leave the ship with the AI. Capture or destruction is absolutely unacceptable of a shipboard AI. So we pretty much have a pretty blue lady in our head. That's about all you need to know right now. We found our lifeboats, one of them. Trying to help them live. That's a understatement, obviously. They're still alive, though. That's good. Gotcha. Another great thing about Combat Evolved is every weapon is balanced. The whole game is balanced, really. It's all about situational usage, you know? You have a long-range pistol, well, mid-range. You have an assault rifle, which is more of a crowd control. A shield-busting plasma pistol. That isn't weak by any means.
This is Pelican Echo 419. Anybody reading me? Repeat. Any UNSC personnel respond. Roger, Echo 419. This is Fire Team Charlie. We read you. Is that you, Fohammer? Roger, Fire Team Charlie. Good to hear from you. Fohammer, we need transportation to the command shuttle. I'm on my way.
Look, more lifeboats. They're coming in fast. If those lifeboats make it down, Heaven are going to be right on top of them.
Fohammer, we need you to disengage your Warthog. The Master Chief and I are going to see if we can save some soldiers. Roger, Cortana. Okay, Charlie Team, Warthog deployed. Saddle up and give them hell. Roger, Fohammer. Stand by to evac survivors and transport them to safety. That's affirmative. Echo 419 staying on station. Fohammer out. The Master Chief and I need some backup. Can you spare a few men?
All right, who's in? Volunteer step up, on the double. The rest of you, get to the dropship. Sure thing.
Hell yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah. I wish I had my original Xbox. And controllers as well. I could have bought an adapter for the controllers. I never knew those existed. But that one broke long ago. The optical disc drive was never the greatest on those. Mine kind of died out a long time ago. I managed to fix it myself back in the day, but it ultimately just failed completely, so I ended up, you know, being scrapped. That sucks. Yeah, that price is definitely on purpose. Love it. Still have my games, though. Well, most of them. All my old discs, the more important ones, like Halo 2. I have 2 copies, actually. One of them, Microsoft was gracious enough to release on PC Store, thankfully. We'll be playing that sometime next week, probably. I don't know. Whenever we beat Ninja Gaiden, which is never. So. What was I gonna say? One of the big wonders of Halo 1 specifically was it's a brand new world. It's a, you know, we're dropping into this ring we don't know anything about for the first time ever. As a player, I feel like it conveys.
Stay close to their emergency beacons. We need to find where the lifeboats landed.
All right, thank you, Cortana. I think it conveys that sensation, that feeling, pretty well. I know it's been talked to death, right? But a lot of old games of the early 2000s, late 90s have 3D games have a very liminal feel to them. Try playing Half-Life on your own at night. Maybe don't really follow the story, just explore the world a little bit, and you'll get exactly what I'm talking about. Load up any Halo multiplayer map on your own, or any Counter-Strike map by yourself, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The ambience and the atmosphere in these games was just liminal and phenomenal in a way, all at the same time.
Someone built it, so it must lead somewhere.
And I think that's part of the reason why these games just stick in everyone's minds for so long, and for good reason.
They're actually broadcasting tactical data on unencrypted channels. We should show them who they're dealing with. Master Chief, I'm going to use your suit's transcom system to monitor their chatter.
Also, look at this beautiful lighting as well, with the headlights and all that. I'll try to shut up when they're talking in-game, but sometimes I can barely hear Cortana myself. Yeah, my bad. Oh shit, there we go. I spent a lot of time plugging in a second controller just so I can explore the maps in Halo 1 multiplayer. And as a kid, yeah, it is pretty scary sometimes. Halo 2, you can play maps on your own, multiplayer maps, so that was even worse. You know, thank Bungie for hiding a bunch of secret shit and sounds and like weird stuff in their maps. That's another thing, having a developer that gives so much of a shit to put in secrets and Easter eggs and like just general creepy shit that nobody would ever find out until like years later. Or it becomes like an urban legend at that point, you know? Think of the old GTA, like, San Andreas mystery videos from like 2008.
More of them! I see him!
You know, with the X-Files themes and all that. I can't tell you how many videos about Halo I've watched in the good old days of YouTube.
Covering fire!
But yeah, I can sit here, I can talk all day. Oh shit. Fuck you. Tired of this shit. But yeah. I don't think there's anybody disputing. Oh, shit. Anybody disputing that Marty O'Donnell is like one of the greatest in sound design, music composing, and all that. Again, if you really have time, there's some snippets here in this game. We'll take a look at those as well in the game demo section. But oh shit, I thought that was a grenade. Alright, that's enough action for a little bit. All our Marines are dead. That's pretty bad. But we can make it. If you have a chance, you've never seen it, look up the Halo 1 and 2, like, developer playthroughs. I think it's more like developer commentary. They kind of go through the games just talking about the things they did every time they go through some parts of the game. And I believe Marty was the one that played through the game for those footage sections, which I thought was pretty cool to see. He does the whole silly thing where the video game reviewer just starts looking around cinematically like he's in a movie or something. I thought that was pretty neat back in the day, when video game like playthrough videos did that kind of thing. But that's beside the point. Anyway, Yeah, Marty has always gone on to talk about Halo music and like sound design and the ambience and all that. How are you still alive? Shit. Me personally, I think Halo 2 is still their magnum opus. I think it's perfect. Even if it was rushed and all that, they managed to pull through somehow. Like I said, in the game demos here, there's a snippet, a couple minutes of the making of Halo 2 documentary. I've seen that thing like a million times. The short version and the long version. But we're not talking about Halo 2 right now. Anyway. Yeah, you can just sit around in a map, like right here, nobody's alive, everybody's dead. All you hear is the ambient noises. And you kind of can, because I can see the audio bar for the game just going wild right now. And again, this is supposed to be an alien thing. We don't know where we are. Really gives out that feeling of like ancient alien. It's not over designed, it's not super high fidelity in your face, you don't know what the hell you're looking at. It's not super bright either. I don't know why it would be. Look at those beautiful bitmap textures. You almost couldn't tell that it's just a flat texture. I mean, it kind of is, but again, technology. We have technology. And yeah, there's other examples of like alien ambience and just weird sounds that you just don't know what the hell you're hearing. But compare this to the remaster they tried to do, and compare this to the remake in Unreal Engine 5. It's just nothing but noise, visual noise. You know? I might be an unk to anybody watching, but it's fine. I really don't care. You know, call a spade, and that's all I do.
New traffic on the Covenant battle map. A lot more crew made it off the Autumn than I had predicted. The captain really gave them hell. If we can find Captain Keyes and the other survivors, we have a chance to coordinate an effective resistance.
Man, I wish we had the Marine. That's another thing. Halo, from the first game to the third, they'd steadily, like, exponentially increase the amount of, like, voice lines in each game. I think Halo 3 had something like over 10,000 lines of dialogue. It was like 40,000 or something like that, which is insane. And again, the classic original score is just gorgeous. That tune that just plays as soon as you reach the end of the tunnel is really makes you feel like you're reaching the end. Yeah, let's see if we can... I could just delete the Marines and move on past this level. I really don't like this level to begin with.
Marines are concealed in those rocks.
I think it's long as hell, but I think that's everybody's opinion of this level. And again, the game's not perfect. I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying it's almost perfect. You know? That's all that matters. That's the best you can hope for. Obviously, nothing is perfect. Something in my room just settled, and I gotta stop watching horror videos. Anyway. Oh yeah, Firefly was an old show. I never saw it. It was a sci-fi show. But I should. One of the leads was Nathan, I believe he's Fillion, or Nathan Fillion. He's a pretty well-known actor. One of my favorites, honestly. His voice is just so unique. Really loved him as as Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. I thought he was going to have that role, but they gave him another Green Lantern, and I thought that was so weird. That's a whole nother can of worms, anyway. But yeah. If you look at the Halo 2 documentary, they do show off a lot of their expanded voice cast, which, again, perfect. Because by the time of Halo 2, they had so much momentum and budget at that time. They got on some great voices that they also dropped in Halo 3, which was pretty disappointing to me. There you go. That didn't last long.
Get up so I can kill you again!
Got our Australian Marine. I don't think you have a Mexican Marine until Halo 2, but I could be wrong. There's Mendoza, but that's a cutscene Marine. Anyway, back to the music. That tune, that loop that plays as soon as you enter or exit the cave, like I said, is pretty symbolic because the thing Marty does, I think he talks about it in the documentary of Halo 3, is cutting up his tracks into segments and different, have different instruments and beats play at different times of, depending on what's happening on screen. Might be some barking, so I'm going to mute for a second. I'm going to continue this point in a couple minutes, so just give me a second.
Move, doggone it, move!
Alright, I think we might be okay. You might hear a little bark escape here and there, but my hands are nowhere close to my mute buttons, so... And yeah, it is pretty interesting, If you listen to the actual soundtrack itself, you'll notice some bits are not there that you might have noticed from the game itself. And that's normal. I'm gonna die. It's because Marty just cleverly he would mix and match the tracks depending on what's happening on the screen, and it aids in the visual atmosphere. And also it is complemented by the audio design. The ambience, the background noise. But I'm glazing too much. It's well deserved, obviously. No doubt about that. Had another one in me. This isn't easy on controller. Are you fucking... That's what I'm talking about. The AI is not stupid. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh no. Grunts are also the only Covenant to speak English in Halo 1, surprisingly. I don't remember who did their voice, but he's pretty good. I'm gonna eat that, yep. I think he did their voice for Halo 2. That's one of my favorites. Obviously, they have so many voice lines in that game, it's insane and amazing to hear. Funny as hell as well. Yeah, it's tough. I can't aim. You hear that bird in the background? Missed. I think that's it.
Echo 419 to Cortana, come in.
We read you, Echo 419. We have survivors and need immediate dust-off.
Roger, Cortana. On my way. I've spotted additional lifeboats in your area. One near the cliff edge, and another near the head of the river. Hard to see from my altitude, but it looks like there are more survivors. Acknowledged. We're on our way.
Game on!
Hey, it's Sarge. It's Stacker. I don't know if he was a Sarge in this one or not yet, but I know I'm a Sergeant. I can recognize these Marines' voice a mile away. I think most people can who played the originals all the way through. Many times. They came out of the drop pod we just were at. They were the guys on the rocks. We're pretty much just saving them, really. Extracting them, I should say. Also, it's super hot as hell. I am sweating. I've got a fan on my face right now, or above me.
Hiding in the hills above the structure.
Over there!
I'm gonna let you handle that.
Let me out! Don't you worry, there'll be more.
That's right. I'm gonna mute now, so just give me a second.
Nice one!
Only take a couple minutes before the barking dies down, so.
Cocky now.
Get some.
Whoa! The cavalry? You're a sight for sore eyes, Chief. We're in a bad way. We've got wounded here.
I'll call in a dropship to pick them up.
About time you showed up. You're a sight for sore eyes, Chief. We're in a bad way. We've got wounded here.
I'll call in a dropship to pick them up.
Echo 419 to Cortana. Foehammer's on station and ready for another pickup. Affirmative, Foehammer. We're ready for dust-off. Approach when ready. We're going to look for the last lifeboat, Echo 419. Good luck.
Good news is the captain's still alive. The bad news is that the Covenant have captured the entire surviving command crew. Let's hurry and find the final lifeboat so we can link up with the rest of the survivors. Maybe they took cover in that structure. Let's check it out. We should search the interior of those structures before we leave.
More of them!
I've called for an evac.
Roger that. Marines! Assemble for evac! Pronto! Careful, it could be a... Anybody see me? I kicked ass! Where'd they go?
Alright. I think we're in the clear. Every Marine died, unfortunately. But yeah, this song is great. I forgot the name of it, though. I don't want to say it's a walk in the woods, but I could be... I could be wrong.
That's the last of them. Roger that. I'm on my way.
New traffic on the Covenant BattleNet. I found Captain Keyes. He's being held on a Covenant cruiser, the Truth and Reconciliation, a ship I disabled before we abandoned the Autumn. The Truth and Reconciliation touched down on a desert plateau roughly 300 kilometers upspin.
Yes, I can fall. And I'm not going to demonstrate.
There's our ride. Get aboard and let's get out of here.
Welcome aboard, Master Chief. Ready for dust off. We should move out, Lieutenant, and then we'll need your help on a rescue mission.
You might have noticed by now that the maps are pretty big in this game. Whether it's like close quarters or open world. Well, I'll let the cutscene play.
Captain Keyes and are holding him aboard one of their cruisers, the Truth and Reconciliation. The ship is currently holding position approximately 300 meters above the other end of this plateau.
So how do we get inside the ship if it's in the air? The Corps issued me a rifle, not wings.
There's a gravity lift that ferries troops and supplies between the ship and the surface. That's our ticket in.
Once we get inside the ship, I should be able to lock on to the tracking signal from Captain Keyes' neural implants.
Hit 'em, Marines! Go, go, go! The Corps ain't paying us by the hour!
Stick to the higher ground to the right. We should be able to recon the Covenant position without being spotted. I've detected Covenant stationary guns near the next pass. I recommend using your sniper rifle to take out the gunners while I call for Marine support.
Get ready to move in to support us, Sergeant. The Master Chief is going to covertly take out as many of the Covenant as he can. Don't open fire until you hear the enemy return fire on us. That should let us keep the element of surprise.
Anyway, this is also pretty cool. Got a bit of a target designator, which I don't really see much of unless it's like a milsim or something, but it's cool. So, yeah. A lot of people... I guess it's more of a Call of Duty thing. We've all been brain rotted to play our games as fast as possible. I've seen people that can't play a single game of COD without sprinting every 5 seconds, and then they complain that they can't sprint infinitely. That's inherently a brain rot issue at this point. I'm sorry to say. But in Halo, you move pretty fast as it is. I mean, look at it. You're not walking, you're not you're not jogging. The maps are perfectly, I guess, designed at this movement level. It's the same speed as like if you're playing something like a Source game. You are pretty fast. You know? So inherently, the Halo franchise never needed sprint. I'll give you an example. Playing Halo 4, that game has a sprint button, right? The bad thing about that is I find myself instinctively pressing the sprint button every chance I get. And the maps are fucking huge to facilitate that, and it's a pain in the ass because there's really not much to see anyway. Unlike this game, in which everywhere you go, there's always some... well, that's another thing, actually, I'll get into, but... that's not an issue here. And that's the point I'm trying to make. That it doesn't need sprint. Anybody who tells you otherwise is not an actual Halo fan, is just LARPing just for the hell of it. Or is so drug addicted with like ADHD gaming that they just can't handle walking in a game. Yeah, pretty much.
Let's go!
Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce your name, Anno or something. You can correct me if you want, but... You're right, just like Doom. Hell, look at Doom 2016. Doom Eternal, you don't sprint. I had a really good time playing those games, mind you. Also, look at these cliff sides and all that. It's all nighttime and everything. Shit. But that being... Alright. That brings me to my next point. Which I forgot. Give me 2 seconds to remember. Correct. We're entering, like, actually and nerd territory. But Halo is... Oh, look at that. Wonderful. Halo is not a... It's an epic sci-fi, but it's not, you know, like a run and gun or anything. It's not Doom. Definitely not COD. It's first and foremost was a environmental storytelling game, you know? There are cutscenes, there's dialogue, but it's mostly just you exploring and looking about. Taking in the atmosphere and the environment. Coming up with your own conclusions about what's going on and what happened. You know, adding up the cutscenes and the dialogue, obviously. You know, with the speed you're at, you're not super fast, you're not super sprinting either. You're really just supposed to walk along and look at things. That's a lost art in and of itself. So that's really just the point I wanted to get across. It's a very lost art, environmental storytelling. The idea that you're supposed to look around and get a feel for where you're at, and yeah, there are stars. It is a pretty beautiful skylight, or yeah, I guess that's what it's called. Skybox. They got Threshold, the gas giant that we orbit, apparently. Such a great feeling being.
Stop. Motion tracker shows movement around the next bend.
We'll be ready to advance as soon as you call for us, Cortana.
Put my sniper skills to use. And I'm gonna let this music play because it's one of my favorite tracks as well. I think this is A Walk in the Woods. I could be wrong, but it's under cover of night. Beautiful tracks. I'm gonna let you hear it.
Got me? Got you covered.
Covenant forces detected up ahead. The path up on the left should let us sneak up around them.
And yeah, you also get the feel for like the Marines being like dynamic in their voice lines. They react to the things you do. It gets expanded up a little bit more in the next games, obviously. But this is the beginnings, and it's pretty perfect as is, as far as AI goes. Not the AI we know, obviously.
We'll hang back while you get into position, Chief. Holy crap!
Like that. Oh, I thought you were an elite. That bush is lucky. There we go. There he is. Oh. Jackal. Did I not turn off my lantern? There we go. People don't also realize this. A lot of the voice tracks before, I think, the second OST were sung by Marty himself. Especially the female-sounding vocal tracks. In this one song we just heard. And the main theme as well, I believe. He pretty much says so himself in interviews and whatnot. I thought it was pretty interesting. You know, he's got... God. Yeah, he's a really great composer and all that, and I could just sit here and, like... blaze to hell and gobble down, but... pause. But the guy can sing, you know? Did I not? Alright. Alright.
Can't fight this thing alone. Careful, could be anywhere. Found him.
Yeah, there's like piece of shit.
Alert! Covenant dropships are inbound.
There's like so many. There's only so many developers I can sing praises about, and Marty is one of them. Got him. I will say personally, I'm missing a lot of shots. I know that. I do have sensitivity like up to 7 out of 10. I think that's what I get for playing a lot of console shooters that are super high sensitivity back in the day. I kind of got used to it. So now I can't play without anything higher than, or anything lower than like a 7 out of 10. Okay, missed.
We're directly under the ship now.
Alright, are we bad or what? If we're gonna board that thing, we need a plan.
The Covenant use a gravity lift to move troops and supplies between the ship and the surface. We need to ambush them at the grav lift's loading zone and use the lift to enter the ship.
I think we should play Halo at some point. The Master Chief Collection, each game is like $10 each. Not too bad, actually. I don't know if they raised the prices because, you know, artificial inflation and all that.
Contact! Enemy in sight!
I was looking at Nintendo recently. They were pretty much trying to double dip on, like, tariff money, you know?
Crap! Those stationary guns are gonna tear us to pieces! Covering fire!
They pretty much price gouged their consumer base because of the tariffs. But then they never lowered the prices anyway. Now they're trying to get refunds on the set tariffs, so they're pretty much gaining double revenue. And I hate to say it, but it's all thanks to, you know, the Orange Man, unfortunately. Although, to be fair, a lot of that stuff is like RAM and PC components. It's also AI. It's not really all his fault, as dumb as he is.
Alert! Covenant dropships are inbound.
Man, it's always something.
As dumb as the entire system is. Don't think I'm either or in this battle. Alright, this section is going to test my patience. So be ready.
Hey, mate, nice throw! Back out! I'll take you all around! Yeah! Get him out, these bastards! Get your own, nice one, bud! Some more? Keep it up! Covering fire!
I had to lock in for a second. No problem. I believe you can hit them too, if you aim just right enough.
Area is clear. No hostiles present. Marines, secure the ground lift and prepare for boarding.
Cortana to Echo 419. We've reached the gravity lift and are ready for reinforcements.
Copy that, Cortana. Hold tight, gentlemen. Bowhammer out.
Once we're inside the ship, I can home in on the captain's command neural interface. They'll probably be in or near the ship's rig, which should narrow our search.
Echo 419 inbound. Clear the drop zone.
I also think they perfected the art direction in this game. Well, no, they perfected it in the next game. I think that was the peak of their like enemy designs and overall designs. If we're being honest, we'll get to that someday, but obviously we're here. And yeah, right below the big ol' cruiser. Nice little detail that many people just don't know is. Let's see. There are shell casings in this game, if I can find them. It's super noticeable when you're on the turret in the back of the Warthog. But they do show up. I think I looked at one in the first level, the pistol casings were coming out. And they do persist, which is pretty cool. Not a lot of games have that much detail.
Transponder. No Covenant defenses detected.
What? There's no Covenant here. Think maybe nobody's home.
Are you nuts? Contact! Lots of contact!
No Covenant. Open your mouth.
Forgot to mention, you know, grenades can explode if they're on the ground.
Contact! Lots of contact!
No Covenant. You had to open your mouth.
Hey, I didn't know these things could fly!
Hey, Stacker's with us here again. I heard him. And yeah, you're right. We did just talk about that too. Hey, it's Covenant Dance. Oh shit. See, I'm telling him to move in. Oh, shit. Gotcha. Not today.
Who else wants some? Come on!
You know, the higher the difficulty, the more invisible elites you get, which, holy hell, is that pain in the ass. Just like this.
I'm not sticking around to get killed. Covering fire! Right on! Firing! This area is secure, sir. We better keep moving. How about that door?
Yeah, another good track aside, you'll notice, you've been noticing the Covenant ship, their alien architecture is so much more different. Not at all like what we saw in the Ring. Or our own, obviously. Our own is more metallic and kinda brutalist in a way. But theirs is more sleek, purple, and round. It's not over-designed, it's not visual pollution, if you want to call it that.
We could use the side passages to find a way around.
We'd be sitting ducks in that narrow space. We can hold this position if you can find a way around and open the door from the other side, Chief.
Chief, let's see if we can find a way to open this door.
Yeah, we had a Boston Marine. Okay, let's hope we can get through this mission pretty quickly. I have hope that we can get through the middle of the game. Just 2 more levels, really. There's only 10 levels in this game. It's a pretty short game, but it's a great experience that would take a while. Yeah, see, I told you, you can hear the shells, the casings just fall. Wonderful. I mean, if you listen hard enough, obviously, in the background. Wrong button. I keep thinking D-pad does something, because that's the MCC version controls. I didn't mean to interrupt them. But he pretty much just said, I'm not even gonna repeat what he said.
Wait, that's the locked door down there. The Marines are waiting on the other side. The controls to open it must be somewhere in this room.
I don't mean to be getting these animations too, but it's also really nice to look at. Like I said, enemy is dynamic, they react to what's going on. Not just the Marines. Also, I forgot what this track is. I think it's called Aliens Corridors or something like that. Really fitting for not knowing what the hell you're looking at. We're in the belly of the beast, pretty much. Also, there's a easy way to get past this. Just jump down and activate the door. It's what I always do, even if it kills me. Oh my god. A lot of talking, but I forgot, yes. Game is not too long, but the levels can be long. If that makes sense. It's only 10 missions. We're about 2 hours in. So we've been playing for about an hour and a half, pretty much. So, do the math, I guess. There we go. And yeah, original Halo controls were very different from modern ones. When you press X to reload. And you don't have the black and white buttons, obviously. You have bumpers and the D-pad, right? In modern iterations, you reload with the right bumper, and then the left bumper does something else that I forgot. There was a health pack right there. I've never heard them laugh like that. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, their voice actor is amazing. Like I said, I think he did the voices in Halo 2, I don't know. That's my favorite iteration of the voice acting in these games. You can look up a compilation and pretty funny. And again, like half the voice lines are pretty funny to begin with. That's a good thing. Playing this in co-op is a very, very ethereal experience as well. Very good. Very fun. I know we do a lot of reminiscing here, but I do miss when games used to have like split screen and all that stuff. You know, couch co-op. You just go and through the game.
Cortana to Echo 419, requesting reinforcements at our position.
Bullhammer here, Cortana. I read you, but you're inside the Covenant ship. I'm not sure I can...
Lock onto my signal and approach fast and low. There's a shuttle bay on the ship's starboard side.
Roger, Cortana. Echo 419 on approach.
Holy shit. Yeah, online co-op isn't bad, but I mean, it's the whole principle of the matter, you know? Not having to buy multiple copies of the same game or being online to begin with, just inviting a friend over or two, be able to play games just on the same screen. Wonderful Brothers in Arms song. Not the game, the title track. Or track title. Alright.
Nice shot.
It's tougher than it seems, you know. Halo 1 isn't a walk in the park, but it's not Halo 2 levels either. Anybody around, just let me know if I have to turn down the volume or turn it up.
Wait a moment. I'm going to access the Covenant BattleNet and locate an override code to open a door. Working on it.
I'd like to see you crack.
Because aside from audio issues, like I said, the voice lines and some sound effects, I can hear the game pretty well. Pretty loud, too. But I can always turn it up for you guys. Holy shit. Because thankfully the music is like super loud and that's always a good thing. Oh no. Losing Marines left and right. Yep. Well, no more healing.
Wait a moment. I'm going to access the Covenant BattleNet and locate an override code to open a door. Working on it.
I'd like to see you crack a 128,000-bit modulating encryption key.
Any moment now. Oh god. Forgot about these guys every time. This is gonna be tougher than it looks. Okay, we might have to go back. I really don't want to. Gotta do something. They get the elite? No. What the hell is he? Where did I even die from last time? I don't remember. I don't think there was an elite coming in from the back. Maybe there was. Alright, come on.
Wait a moment. I'm going to access the Covenant BattleNet and locate an override code to open a door. Working on it.
I'd like to see you crack a modulating encryption key.
We gotta be real careful about how we do this one. You're already getting shot to hell. Like that. Said, Ozole. And I'm not letting that slide. He's probably up there and I can't get him. It's like that. Sneaky bastard. be worse than it seems. He would have died right there. Please. Behind me, isn't he? He's right behind me, isn't he? But hey, welcome back. Finally made it through. I don't know if we got a checkpoint though. I didn't see it. There we go. I thought it was a sticky grenade.
I'm going to call for reinforcements. There's no sense going in with anything less than full strength.
Cortana to Bowhammer. We need additional support troops. We're going to open the shuttle bay door again, move in, and drop off reserve troops on my signal.
I copy, Cortana. Echo 419 standing by for your signal.
Nice and purple. I didn't mean to interrupt him again. But you know. Twitchy finger. Trigger finger, anyway. I don't want that, actually. Thought it was a pistol. Goodbye. Yep, they love coming out of doors. That's why I came here. Even though there was nothing. Oh shit. Leave me alone. I got 1 health. Where the hell was he? Yep, I knew it. This is just one of those games I've been playing for over 20 years. 25 years, probably.
Cortana to Echo 419. The shuttle bay door is open. You can start your approach.
So you can see me getting quiet and start blasting fools. Not even thinking about it. I don't think they're gonna come from the bottom, though. I gotta go through that door anyway. I'll be coming from the back again. Slight pause, but not really. Johnson. And yeah, Brothers in Arms playing in the background. Another great track. Hell yeah.
Over here. Oh man, that put the fear of God into them. You got me?
Heard that. Heard that right.
Here comes more.
Get down.
Son of a bitch.
That's the way to do it. Oh, yeah.
Did that on purpose.
Over here.
Clear. I lost him.
Come on, keep it up.
Really got to heal at some point. I don't think we get one until much later. Certainly not here. Eat this. Why'd the door open? Alright. I knew it. And to do that in this level. That's right. Hope it's enjoyable somewhat. I kind of just wanted to do this anyway. See how much traction I can get from the terrible remake crowd. I believe this track's called Ambient Wonder. Ambient, you know what I mean? Certainly gives you wonder and awe. You didn't have to shoot. God.
This looks like the ship's command center. The captain's transponder signal is strong. We must be close.
This is a good spot, Chief. Would you mind to store here while you go after the captain? Good luck, sir.
Alright, they'll hold the fort. This is like the command center of the ship. The initial cutscene wasn't that loud. They captured the captain and some of the surviving members of the ship. It was pretty much secured by the Covenant, so at the crash site, so we're here to rescue the captain and get them the hell out of here. Can't be too careful with the grenades in this game. Whew. The heat is somehow going away, but it's still hot. This is gonna be one of the fake cold rooms. Yeah, this one's empty. No, you don't. Man, the textures just look so good. I know I'm playing at ×2 resolution, but still. It looks nice. Alright. Thought there might have been, like, health bar Or health pack or something. You're gonna have to come to me. I knew it. I was waiting for that. But I didn't go in. I just stood here.
That was amazing, sir. You really kicked the
Yep. Oh, I haven't read any novels myself, but I know the original novels are really good, especially the ones covering, well, the ones made by Bungie, obviously, or written by the Bungie era of the games. Stuff like Contact, Harvest, and The Flood. You know, a lot of the stuff details stuff that happens before this game. And there's a novelization of the game, which I think is called The Flood.
You two know better than this.
That's really, really good.
Thanks.
Fills in a lot of gaps of what happens, like, in the game, you know, if you're ever wondering.
Lock and load your weapons. Let's be ready to move.
Okay, yes, sir.
I think there's a couple, I think it might have been Contact Harvest that goes about Johnson's background.
I overheard the guards talking about this ring world. They call it Halo.
One moment, sir. Accessing the Covenant BattleNet. According to the data in their networks, the ring has some kind of deep religious significance. If I'm analyzing this correctly, they believe that Halo is some kind of weapon, one with vast, unimaginable power.
That's true. The Covenant kept saying that whoever controls Halo controls the fate of the universe.
Now I see. I have intercepted a number of messages about a Covenant search team scouting for a control room. I thought they were looking for the bridge of a cruiser that I damaged during the battle above the ring. But they must be looking for Halo's control room.
That's bad news. If Halo is a weapon, and the Covenant gain control of it, they'll use it against us and wipe out the entire human race. Chief, Cortana, I have a new mission for you. We need to beat the Covenant to Halo's control room.
Marines, let's move.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Chief, you have the point.
We should head back to the shuttle bay and call for evac.
Sorry.
Careful! Nailed them!
Way to go!
And yeah, I could say more, but I haven't read them myself. I just kind of know what happens in the books. Anyway, that's something some people just miss as well when they're playing the game, is the chapter taglines at the bottom right. They're pretty cleverly put in there, and they're also pretty funny sometimes. I quite like them a lot. But yeah, watching people play Halo for the first time is really sad because of the aforementioned like concepts that everybody just seems to miss. Sorry if that was too loud. But yeah, watching, I tend to avoid streamers playing Halo for the first time. That's kind of the more brain-rotted type of gamer there is out there. You know?
Who's with me?
It's different now, obviously, because I know what's going on. I don't have to pretend that I never played the game before or anything.
Take that!
But we've talked about this before many times, you know? With other games and whatnot, like story-based games. Like Metal Gear as well. It's just like showing your friend like your favorite movie or something, you expect them to like pay attention, not be on their phone half the time or talking to somebody else. You'd expect them to at least pay attention and, you know, be aware of what's going on instead of asking you every time or missing the plot completely and just missing the whole point of the movie. If that makes sense as an analogy. I don't think that's it. Never mind, this is it. Shut up.
Keep it up!
Oh shit.
My mate, that was mine! He stole my
Cortana to
kill!
Echo 419. We have the captain and need extraction on the double.
Captain, you better...
Negative, Cortana. I've been engaged by Covenant air patrols, and I'm having a tough time shaking them. You'll be better off finding your own ride. Sorry.
Acknowledged, Foehammer. Cortana out.
Air support is cut off, Captain. We need to hold here until she can move in.
Oh man, we're trapped in here. We're screwed. We're screwed, man.
Stow the belly aching, soldier. Remember, you're a leatherneck. Cortana, if you and the chief can get us into one of those Covenant dropships, I can fly us out of here.
Yes, Captain. There's a Covenant dropship still docked.
Oh, come on, we just got here.
No!
Alright, take two.
Covering fire!
We made it.
Cortana to Echo 419. We have the captain and need extraction on the double.
Negative, Cortana. I've been engaged by Covenant air patrols, and I'm having a tough time shaking them. You'll be better off finding your own ride. Sorry.
Acknowledged, Foehammer. Cortana out.
Air support is cut off, Captain. We need to
I can't
hold
get
here
him to
until
come
she
back
can
here.
move in.
Oh man, we're trapped in here. We're screwed. We're screwed, man.
Stow the belly
The captain's just kind of stuck up there. I'm gonna have to man the door myself.
You and the chief can get us into one of those Covenant dropships. I can fly us out of here.
Yes, Captain. There's a Covenant dropship still docked.
Get over here, please. I'm gonna eat all the shots. Omega pause, but you know. Oh! I thought he was an elite. Anyway. I'll take that checkpoint anytime. I already forgot what I was talking about completely. Go this way. Nothing. I forgot what I was talking about. In the middle of all that. Well, whatever. It'll come back to me. That's not a sticky grenade. Oh my god, I did it again. That was the captain, mind you. And that's great. I love just being able to talk here endlessly about whatever the fuck. And just having somebody to listen, obviously. Hurry up and give me the cutscene so we can move on to the demo game level. Or to the...
The dropship is loose.
You know what I mean.
Everybody, mount up. Let's get on board.
Give me a minute to interface with the ship's controls.
No need. I'll take this bird out myself.
Captain! Hunter!
Hang on.
Nice one, sir.
Time for a little payback.
I guess I can talk, I don't have to type. Loading screen again. That's odd. You can kind of hear it. Closer voices sound really low, but if I look away and they're behind me or to my side, they sound pretty loud. That's the intended volume, honestly. But there's nothing I can do about it. There's no settings for volume or sound or anything. I can show you. All I can do is this. And it's not DSP processing. That's not going to help with anything. Might make it worse, actually. So I got nothing. I could only notice it in this game too, as far as I know. But it does work half the time. The problem is there's a lot of environmental dialogue and in-game dialogue that you might miss, or not even hear at all. Halo is filled to the brim with that kind of thing. Another reason why I think streamers that don't pay attention are pretty much just wasting the game, really. They just run past everything and, like, ignore any environmental bit or set piece, you know? A lot of those. When we get in the game, I'll talk about another mechanic of the games that Bungie intended to be that way. That's pretty much just cut out by default on any modern iteration without any regard for, like, the original intent, which is, you know, a common trope of modern developers. I don't know. My bad. I can't hate these people enough, honestly. Yeah, real quick, we should play Dead Space 3 sometime. I've never beaten it. Not even in co-op when I had the chance. Never got to play the DLC either, but I know how it ends. I just know it's a fun game, even if it's not, you know, super scary or anything. I like crafting my weapons. Thank you. I also like the outfits, honestly.
The Covenant believe that what they call the silent cartographer is somewhere under this island. The cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center. The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to cut out quick. Touchdown! Hit it, Marines! Go, go, go!
A lot to talk about. Let's see, I wonder if it's noticeable. Or maybe I'm just bugging here. Maybe it was a Halo 2 thing, I don't know. But the reticle should be a little lower, it shouldn't be really at the very center. Like I said, it's more noticeable in Halo 2 original.
Let's go find the map room that will show us the location of Halo's control center.
It might be my resolution as well, but the idea for them was to have more visuals on the top of the screen, basically, as you're walking, so you're not just, you know, ignoring. It's hard to put into words, I guess. You know, as you're walking, this would be kind of the ideal way to look. You would have like more of the background and everything in view, plain view. Like I said, it's more noticeable in Halo 2. There's a lot of set pieces in that game as well that you can miss if you're not really properly looking. And by default, they center the crosshairs, so you're constantly missing out on like half the screen at the top because of the way you're looking. Anyway, it makes sense in my head. That's what matters. But yeah, pretty island level. This is supposed to be the first level they worked on in the entirety of the game. First one that was done, I think. And also pretty mysterious, you know, we keep seeing these ruins of whatever the hell made this ring. They even made it, obviously. It's such a liminal, like, beach area as well. It's nice. I think I spent a lot of time just exploring this map. You can also get out of here if you want. I think it comes to a point where you just are underwater. And I believe there's an invisible wall. This is one of those moments like in old GTA games where you just explore the outsides of the map. San Andreas is so horrifyingly creepy with that kind of thing. If you've ever tried that, you know. That's where the whole Bermuda Triangle like myths and legends came in that game. But we're not playing that yet. Not yet. But no, it's just an invisible wall, I believe. We don't gotta kill any of these guys.
Want some more?
So are we running? Is the game looking fine? Is it too dark? Too low? You tell me.
In the cliff wall. I'll bet the silent helicopter is somewhere inside that machine.
I think it's always said, but you're not playing Halo correctly if you're not bringing the Warthog in here. Like a caveman. I'm glad to hear that, though. Looks dark on my phone, I don't know why. It could just be, you know, phone things. YouTube Mobile is not the best app there is, honestly.
Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here. My analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside.
Alright, the map room might be at the bottom floor. Again, I don't want you to just turn up your volume all the way if you don't have to. I'll try to narrate what you can't hear if you're gonna miss it. I don't want to jump scare you with a loud voice or a scream.
Don't let them lock the doors.
I damn broke the Warthog.
I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo subsystems. They've locked the doors, and we don't have enough firepower to get through them.
Cortana to Keys.
Go ahead, Cortana. Have you found the control center?
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress. We can't proceed unless...
This is bad.
They've locked the doors, and we don't have enough firepower to get through them.
Cortana to Keys.
Go ahead, Cortana. Have you found the control center?
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable this installation's security system.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective. I may be out of contact when we get there. Here are your orders. I want you to use any means necessary to force your way into the facility and find Halo's control center. We have to get to the center before the Covenant. And failure, people, is not an option.
Echo 419 to ground teams. I'll stay on station and keep an eye out for Covenant bogies.
Second squad, ready to roll as soon as everybody's topside.
LZ looks secure, sir. Nothing moving.
Good luck, people. Keys out.
We need to find the security override to get this door open.
We gotta get that door open. But I guess we're walking now. Oh well. Nobody ever goes in here. Neither have I. But there are ways to get around the map. Or any map, really. It's just there's always, like, a more well-traveled road. Always. But yeah. Pretty ruins. And then you get the wonderful liminal moments of no sound, no music, no, just ambient noise and nothing. Nothing else. Alright, let me respond to a message here. I have trouble, not ghosting certain people. Not on purpose. I don't know what to tell you half the time. But sometimes when I don't, I tend to leave a couple minutes in between. I don't want to respond right away to everyone. Because I got time. I know most people don't, so I try not to sound or come off as, like, overbearing or anything. But if it's somebody I know who doesn't really give a shit, I'm just gonna open my phone as soon as I can. Something I've argued with somebody else before, you know.
It looks like there is a path into the interior of the island.
We live with our phones glued to our hips, basically. You can take 2 seconds out of your whatever the hell you're doing to just look at the message even, you know? Or to just say yes or no. That's all I ask for sometimes. But it doesn't matter now, I guess. Look at these clever bastards. I think I only killed one of them. Oh, and look at that. They get up right away. You don't get that with any new game. If anything, AI has really gone down the drain. Game AI, anyway. And yeah, there is the rare time when I'm really not looking at my phone at all. Like, I'm really doing something I need both hands for. Got him. Well, I wasn't talking about modern AI, but if you want to. No, I meant like, oh shit. I meant like video game, you know, NPC AI. I hate how I gotta clarify what I'm talking about. There's more? I know I'm not like using every weapon, but I don't really need to at this point. It's not, I don't want to brag, but it's like I don't really feel the need to. Stop. Nice, well, weird, I should say, placed thing. But you can't tell me what this is. Staying quiet quite a bit. I think it adds a little bit to the atmosphere. It's kind of what you'd be feeling right now. Like if you stand close to this Covenant computer antenna. It's like when you hear the Xbox dashboard, the original Xbox's dashboard noises. The weird alien vibes and the astronaut sound effects they added in there. Again, they really wanted you to like lose your mind back in the day, back in the 6th generation of games. The one everyone knows is the PS2 dashboard as well. So liminal, so weird. Well, not really liminal. It's an overused word, but it makes sense. So ethereal, weird, creepy in a way.
Use the holo panel to shut down the security system. Good. That should open the door that leads into the main shaft.
Wonderful. Very unique architecture. Whoever built these installations really had an eye for whatever they were trying to do. But yeah, it's not creepy by design. It just comes off that way most of the time. Again, like all these games, like right now, no background music, no dialogue, nothing, just ambience. You're on your own. And I think that's the feeling that we're trying to invoke with the first Halo, obviously. You're in the strange ring built by something.
Dropship Bravo 22 taking enemy fire. Repeat, we are under heavy fire and are losing altitude.
Understood. We're on our way.
Exactly. You're alone. You're in the unknown, pretty much. Now that doesn't apply to things like, you know, playing a Counter-Strike map on your own or Half-Life or, you know, something like that, but...
Chief, Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them. Let's move down the beach. Keep an eye out for any cargo we can salvage.
We're not gonna get to it on this stream, but I don't mind the library. I think the library is not that bad. I just think people need to pay more attention to their surroundings, like we said earlier. There's literally arrows pointing your way, and even then, they say follow the flying bulb, you know, without giving spoilers. Now, is it a long level? Yeah. But I think that was kind of the point. You really think that was going to be a walk in the park for that segment? For as important as that is, that you're trying to do in that level? I don't know. I really, really don't want to just be a contrarian half the time, but really force my hand sometimes, though. What's the safest way down? Easy. Yeah, there was a screenshot I saw of the remake for this game. And it's just a bunch of waypoints in your damn face. I really hate that kind of UI design. It's so nasty. Like I said, this game has waypoints, but they're only there if you really need to know where to go. Or if you just stood there for like 10 hours not moving at all, the game will automatically tell you. I don't know what you're talking about. I would just drop right away and there's a health pack right there, so... I used to not give a shit. That was the first time I go down that way. But yeah, like the title card said, some people just don't want to ride that elevator. When really there's worse levels like Gravemind. Even though thematically it's one of the best levels ever, but it just drags on a little too long and, you know, whatever. I just don't like the prison part of that map. You know what I mean. I try not to spoil things for anybody. Ever. Because I don't like being spoiled. And it has happened. You know? But I do a good job of not looking at anything for any game or anything. Any movie either. That I'm planning to play or watch. Like I said, it hasn't been an issue unless, you know... I'm sure you have friends that spoil things for you. Just casually. You guys should still be here. The cavalry has arrived. Got lucky. Now for the heavy parts. Hell yeah. Gush of purple. Got lucky. No. And we hit the landing. Let's get back up there.
There it is. Oh yeah.
Could be some invisible elites here, I think. Or I think that's on the way out. Yeah, it's on the way out. Hear that ambience? I hear that. I think that's like wind whistling into thing. Thank you. I didn't think we were gonna make it. I think it's like an ambience thing up there. Whatever. We're gonna make it up to the next level. We're gonna finish that and then we'll move on. I gotta move this out of the way. There's a way to glitch yourself through the door. I've never been able to do that. You can just bypass the whole first part of the mission. I've never been able to do that. I think I've just seen it done once. Shafted. That's a movie title, isn't it? I think it's just called Shaft. My bad. I think I alerted literally everyone. But yeah, that's where we were supposed to go. Also, the cutscene had zero purpose, just to show off how massive this structure is that we're in. You know, we're still on a ring world of sorts. And it's this deep. Possibly even deeper. I don't know, I like looking around and taking in the environment. What? I was gonna say, my bad, I don't like holding to crouch. I really hate it. Puts a strain on my thumb. So I'm glad toggle crouch exists in most games nowadays. You know, you win some, you lose some with modern gaming. Fuck out of here. I'm not equipped for that. Hello, goodbye. Trying not to speedrun the whole thing as I usually would. You would notice it even more in Halo 2. I'd just breeze right through the game without showing off anything. But for now, let's take it slow and just take in the atmosphere as we have been. Alright, get out of here. I don't know. I don't know the specifics of the ring, but it is pretty deep, apparently. I'll talk more about that in a second. I could just drop down and ignore the entirety of the mission, which I think I might do. Go. I can't drop down to that. That's a little too much. When we get down there, I'll talk about something else too. Some speedrun strats. That I can never pull off properly. I'm gonna get lost here, though. Those are the hunters above me that I just really skipped past. Random hallway that goes to nothing. Alright, going down. Here we go. We've got enough rockets. Good. Hey, son of a bitch, you thought I'd go from the front? There you go, take that.
Analyzing. Halo's control center is located there. That structure appears to be some sort of temple or shrine, if I've interpreted this correctly. Interesting. A shrine is an unlikely place to put such a significant installation.
Cortana to Captain Keyes.
The captain has dropped out of contact, Cortana. His ship may be out of range or having equipment problems.
Keep trying. Let me know when you've re-established contact, and then tell him that the Master Chief and I have determined the location of the control center. We'll be heading there as soon as we're topside.
Affirmative. Foehammer out.
This might be the stupidest thing I do, but we're gonna try it anyway. With a plasma grenade, overshield, and this. Can I make it without hitting that stupid little thing right there? We gotta go up, all the way back up anyway. If we don't make it, I don't mind. I don't want to skip like the good song that's about to come up. But let's see. I'm an idiot. Alright, we're not skipping it. The plasma grenade is like a 3-second counter, so great. Miscounted. Alright. Everybody's dead anyway. Going back to the temple and all that. Captain Keyes said the Covenant Cortana accessed the BattleNet. She said it was a sort of religious symbol for the Covenant. No clue what that means yet, I suppose. And this one's called, aptly, the rock anthem for saving the world. Well, forgot about that. Got him. I know there's more, yeah. I knew it. Okay. Making good progress. Just one more level and I can be free. Depending on how this goes, I'll just finish the game, really. You know, as an OG experience for everybody. This is as OG as it can possibly get. Without, you know, 8 audio issues, obviously. Can't fix that. Gotcha. With that said, yeah. We can end it after this level then. Again, and I'll see how this goes, how it performs compared to other streams, I guess. Gotcha. Pretty easy enough, if I say so myself. Oh look, it's the... What? Oh, right. There were 2 of them. Alright, invisible elites, I know I'm not stupid. Why is there more of them? I don't remember all that. I don't do that. Stop. Has to be like one more. Oh well. Okay, we'll see the cutscenes and we'll call it a day.
Let's get moving. Foehammer, here are coordinates and a flight plan I've worked out. Cortana, these coordinates are underground. The Covenant did a thorough seismic scan, and my analysis shows that Halo is honeycombed with deep tunnels, which circle the whole ring.
I hope your analysis is on the money, Cortana. This delicate won't turn on a dime.
Look on the bright side, Foehammer. The last thing the Covenant will expect is an air We'll be able to find our way to the control center from here.
Good luck. Bullhammer out.
Now we're just gonna bless you with a little Easter egg here. Not a lot of people know about. I am an idiot. I pressed X. I'm gonna do that again. Never mind. So the idea is you mash X as fast as you can. You get right back into the Pelican. And on we go. If you ever wondered like where this one really goes, because we are underground into the honeycombs of Halo's systems, I guess. But what it does is it doesn't like just disappear. It goes to the very bottom of the map. I don't know why it killed me there, but that was unlucky, I guess. Yeah, there's a few glitches. There's a... You can do the same thing on the next map as well. I'm not going to say anything about that one, though. Until we get to it. But it takes you all the way to the bottom of the chasm, or whatever this thing is. You can barely see shit in there, but... If I don't die here, we'll see it. Unless it's kind of glitched out now. Okay, it is glitched. See if I can jump off or something. I don't know, I can't move here either. Maybe this run is a little bugged. This is a glitch to begin with, but yeah. If you drop off normally, you'll see like behind you like the whole chasm we kind of came off from. Because again, it's a honeycomb. We didn't just come from the top. It came from the bottom. Yeah, it's a little bugged. We're not even all the way at the bottom yet, so I'll just die. Whatever. Restart that. So I can get a better save going, you know? When you get to the very bottom, it's just solid ground. It's like an enclosed area. You can't really see much. There's all that blue fog and all that, and
This is as far as I can go.
Roger that.
there's also like a
Find our way to the
mythical
control center from here.
kind of Easter egg down there too.
Bullhammer out.
I hate that I can't show it to you, but whatever. Let's look at the game demos real quick. I do want to show that. But yeah, down there is like a mythical, like, you know, those kind of like mystery creature things. It's just a grunt corpse, like 3 of them overlaid on top of each other, and it was kind of like a big thing back then. You know, like seeing Bigfoot in San Andreas or something like that. But it was just 3 like random corpses down there for no reason at all. You know what, when we beat this game, we'll go through these trailers and all that. Like I said, this is the version that I had, which I think this would be the greatest hits version, which came with these game demos, because obviously they didn't make this shit in 2001, so this must have been like 03 or 02 when they were working on Halo 2. Might have been 03, because Halo 2 had a really short dev time. Yeah, we'll beat the game and then we'll watch these, and I'm not playing Halo 2 because I can't run it here on my original Xbox. And yeah, that's it. So, if you enjoyed the stream, want to see me play it again, I don't know, leave a comment or something. I just like it, I guess. I don't really care. Anything helps, so. Hope it was enjoyable. Hope it was fun. I had fun. I always have fun playing Halo and talking about it. So. Whatever. So yeah, until next time, appreciate y'all stopping by. And I already say it, until next time, yeah. Goodbye. Tomorrow's an off day. I'm gonna go record tomorrow. Might have like one more level left in Metal Slave to play through. I'll edit all that, and then in the coming week, I'll start uploading bit by bit, so... yeah. We'll come back to Ninja Gaiden as well. So, goodbye. You know what? I'm not going to the outro. I'm just going to leave this playing in the background, so enjoy that. And have fun. Goodbye.